How's it going, everybody? Rob here, back with another video, and we're going to be doing another reaction, this time focusing on a video from Internet Anarchist, with the video titled, "The TikTok Creep Addicted to Diapers." I am kind of wondering what's going to happen here, man. I feel like I might be mortified. So, checking my phone real quick. Sorry about that. Okay, let's get right into this.
The line between sharing and oversharing online. Is it outright doxing yourself on TikTok Live?
And if you wonder why I'm not at home, I'm at my church for Bible camp.
Or is it discussing hilariously degenerate activity?
Is it weird I find myself more comfy and... oh my god.
It's with minors on your Discord server. Or perhaps it's revealing your deepest and darkest secrets to ruthless trolls who want nothing more
I know that was blurred out, but oh my god.
than to see you fail.
You can still see it what it looks like.
You're effing trolls who have nothing else better to do!
Jesus. Jesus.
Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we'll be diving into one of the dumbest degenerates on TikTok, from the numerous allegations of PDF file activity to the self-doxing and horrible responses that embarrass himself in front of millions. This is the story of Gabriel Gage, better known on the internet as Nova Online. While Nova garnered most of his audience on TikTok, it wasn't the first platform he made content for. On the 29th of June 2020, Nova created the YouTube channel named The Novine Universe, with his first upload coming around 2 months later. As with many emerging creators, Nova's Let's Play videos weren't there yet in terms of quality or engagement, but that didn't stop him from trying out different games in hopes of one going viral. From Fortnite to Minecraft to Brawlhalla, Nova was doing everything he could to find his footing on YouTube and grow past getting only a few dozen views per upload. Although Nova began to see some success in his later uploads, he decided to take a considerably long break following his making some changes to the channel upload, which described his future upload schedule.
I'd actually like to get a video out almost every day to every other day.
At the time, this was the most popular video on his channel, with over 5,000 views and a comment section that showed
hey, you haven't posted in a while. Hey, I know you're probably having a bad day, but love your videos. Keep the positive vibe. Phase Burger. I've been wanting you forever.
People were still interested in watching his videos. Unfortunately, whether due to lack of motivation or preoccupation with other things in his life, the uploads would end here for now. But that only applied to his YouTube channel. In Nova's mind, if YouTube wasn't going to give him the success he deserved, then maybe another popular video sharing platform would. By 2021, Nova decided to move his uploads away from YouTube and onto TikTok in hopes of reaching a much wider audience. In theory, TikTok offers a far lower barrier for entry and a higher likelihood of going viral, with just one well-placed video. However, there was still the matter of creating and publishing the said video. For the next year, Nova would go through dozens of video ideas and trends, from lip-sync videos to comedy sketches. Nova was once again experimenting with a variety of ideas, and fortunately for him, it paid off this time, but not in a manner that he thought it would. On the 25th of June 2022, Nova put out a Wingstop review that would go on to give him that long-awaited lucky, or rather unlucky, break.
Trying Wingstop for the first time. Cajun seasoned fries. Okay. Mildly spicy, but nothing that I can't bear. These are actually pretty decent. 8 out of 10.
With over 9...
I think I've only had Wingstop once. Yeah, I think I've only had Wingstop once.
9 million views and thousands of comments, this was the most engagement Nova had ever seen. But sadly, these astounding metrics weren't the results of Nova's groundbreaking food review. It was his appearance that viewers associated with stereotypical Discord moderators, with comments reading, "Average Discord mod," and "Try to go outside for the first time." Negative commentary or not, Nova was now determined to recapture that virality as he doubled down on making more food reviews. And after a few tries, summarize, it worked again, but for similar reasons to the first. On the 6th of July 2022, Nova broke his previous record with a Monster Energy review that garnered over 11 million views. The only problem was that Nova doxed himself in the process.
Oh shit.
A mistake that would come back to haunt him.
Trying Ultra Sunrise Monster Energy, and if you're wondering why I'm not at home, I'm at my church for Bible camp. We're just waiting to board a bus to go to Cusick. So, we're trying Ultra Sunrise Monster Energy in the morning before we go.
Like, okay, like what, I'm kind of curious of how this, I mean, obviously, yeah, you shouldn't be telling people where you're at. Unless you're at an event, then maybe. But I basically posted a video after the fact I was at the event. Which, yo, if you guys have not seen that, I think it was January. I can't remember which one it was, but we went to myself and my wife went to the SAC Anime convention, and we got to see a variety of different voice actors. A lot of people cosplaying. It was a lot of fun, including again two voice actors. One of them that for the life of me is every time I hear his voice, I will never get it out of my head. Alejandro Saab. Because at this point, I recognize him, and it's like, dude, that's who it is. And then finally, Richard Horvitz, who, I think for a lot of people, is an inspiration for voice acting. So, anyway, let's go ahead and continue.
It's 7:46 a.m. First impressions. Smells like orange juice.
Nova's newfound exposure launched his followers into the hundreds of thousands, a feat he could have only ever dreamed of. However, this also meant that more people were looking into his other online activities, and what they're about to find was beyond disturbing. To promote his other social media platforms, Nova included a solo.to link in his TikTok bio. At a first glance, nothing seems to be out of the ordinary, but a quick peek into his Discord server, Novine Universe, changes all of that. Users who were brave enough to join the server were greeted with images of Nova engaging what can only be described as age regression.
Oh my gosh. I've had a conversation about this in the past in terms of like age regression. Especially for like people like they're in the 30s or 50s, like between the 30s and 50s doing this shit. And it's nowadays, I've said my piece about it. And honestly, in terms of that behavior, I will say it kind of makes you question the mental state of the individual if they're doing that. Especially when you have certain individuals that not only are, again, by the way, just FYI, in terms of like, you know, everything, I try to be respectful. I speak my mind, and if anybody has any issue or have any thing they want to mention or like bring up, they can leave in the comments. So I'm gonna say this because we talked about this topic before. In terms of like men, not only like age regression, but trans age regression, where you have like, in this one particular case, you had this one 50-year-old, 60-year-old who was, dressing up like a little girl and was interacting with little girls. And I believe this one got a little bit of view time on the news. I don't remember like how far, but this was like, this kind of begged the question of like the mental state of certain individuals, in terms of like, when they're dealing with age regression and so on. Especially when, again, you have a 56-year-old, not only going through age regression, but also dressing up as a little girl and interacting with kids. It kind of, I would say it's like a red flag moment for me. But again, that's probably me.
When a person's thoughts, emotions, and behavior revert to that of an earlier stage of development. From photos of him wearing diapers to conversations about wanting a messy diaper.
Why?
What
There we
the
go.
fuck?
Yeah.
Nova was sharing rather personal and concerning details about himself with whoever found their way into his server. While these discoveries weren't damning in and of themselves, it's important to remember that most of Nova's audience came from TikTok, which has a predominantly young viewer base.
Okay.
This led many to suspect that Nova was putting this disturbed imagery in front of minors. Sadly,
I could totally see that. I mean, in terms of like if his stuff's not being vetted, then I can totally see like that happening. I mean, we've had, in terms of like content creators, we have certain creators that don't vent their shit. We had situations with Onision back in the day where he did the rate your body videos where he basically would have these young girls send him half naked pictures of their bodies, sometimes with his name written on their body, and he would go through these photos and rate them, and in some sense, I don't think he would really know the age group of the girls that are sending him photos. In fact, there was one instance where I brought this up a couple times in previous videos, older videos, where in that same situation, there was a family that was trying to contact Onision, and he apparently had and used a picture of one of the family members who was, still a minor, still a teen, like a young teen. And instead of being respectful and respecting their wishes, taking down the video, he basically just said, F you. She sent me the photo, so she's part of the video. Making up any excuse he can to just leave it up there. So, anyway.
in mid-2022, these suspicions were confirmed when videos of Nova acting inappropriately in Discord calls with minors surfaced on
Oh god, no.
TikTok.
Don't be surprised if I fall asleep on call again.
I won't be surprised.
As you said, I've been looking cute when I sleep.
Yeah.
Nova
You're fucking weird.
Yeah, that's all I can, like, I can't, yeah, it's like, how could I react to that? Like, honestly. And I'm so glad I have some of these buttons for this crap, because, dude, like, you're going around talking to, like, my biggest question is, how old is this person? Because if they are old, like, if they're, like, within, like, the older, like, because I want to say they look like a teen, but they might be a little bit older. And I would say, I mean, regardless, what they're doing is creepy. And honestly, behavior like that is inappropriate, especially when you're talking to your fans. It's just, I don't know. I'm trying to, like, rack my brain around this.
but already had a few trolls that enjoyed targeting him, and degenerate activity like this was only going to add fuel to the fire.
Yeah.
Numerous TikTok accounts dedicated to trolling Nova began sharing this information, and it wasn't long until the church he referenced in his earlier video.
Okay. Alright. Hi, I'm texting you about one of your members, Gage or Nova, whatever his name is. We have been talking to local authorities for weeks now. Thank you for your concern. It is being handled with the police and our head of security. If you have evidence of something illegal, you should report it to the local authorities as well. His church. So those messages are from the church. Okay. Will do. But what local authorities should I contact? It says you can reach out to your local police. We have been working with the post something POs. Alright.
Became aware of the situation. In response, the church excommunicated Nova and alerted local authorities of his deplorable actions. As you'd expect, Nova wasn't all too pleased with these events, and went to TikTok live to vent his
Oh, I bet. I mean, in terms of like his behavior and like some of the things he's doing that again are no, I'm gonna say it as it is. That's inappropriate with some of his audience. It's, no wonder the church wanted to crack down and excommunicate him. Because let's face it, let's be perfectly honest here. Because if you're going to a church, more likely there's going to be kids there, and you have this person interacting with kids. Now, if you had the knowledge that this person was going around, taking pictures of them in diapers and freaking acting this certain way, would you think that'd be appropriate to be around a person's child? I mean, that makes sense for some of the reactions.
Frustrations.
Y'all are being legitimate assholes. Have you...
Can I just say, especially with my line of work, there's been so many times where I've had people like try to play, you're an asshole type, like try to do name calling and crap like that. Try to use name calling to get it their way. I've gotten to over the years, I've gotten to the point, and I've told Aden and MJ this, where you have a person calling you an asshole, and the best response that you can give them, especially one that will throw them off, is saying, "Why, yes, I am." Saying just that will throw them off. And even more, even going further than that, you could also say, well, that just means I'm doing my job right. Because sometimes, especially when you're doing your job, and people aren't, because I've worked security, I worked freaking rehab and stuff, or I still do, but regardless of that, in terms of people calling you an asshole, it's like, dude, the only reason people are calling me an asshole is because they don't like the rules and they don't want to follow the rules. So I uphold them to the rules and, to a certain conduct, and they don't like that. This is what's happening right now, where you have people that are basically offended, if anything, defended and probably disgusted by this person's actions, his behaviors, especially since, again, he's already mentioned that he's been a part of this church. And at this point, now that people are, the church itself is like, hey, no, you can't be here around kids. He's calling them assholes. It's like, well, dude, obviously somebody's doing something right. Because your behavior is not appropriate around kids. It isn't. It just flat out isn't.
You ever seen an episode of Darman? You would know to not be an asshole.
Oh, I'll be an asshole any day of the week if I needed to.
People you don't know nothing about. Don't judge people before you get to know them.
Okay, no, I gotta make a remark about that. I know I keep pausing. It's how I react. And frankly, it's how I used to do a lot of my not my reaction, but well, okay, no, it was a reaction, but more so my topic videos. This whole thing of, oh, don't judge people that you don't know. Hey, guess what? You're a public figure on the damn internet. You posted shit inappropriate, and people judged you for it. We're not judging you, the person. We're judging your actions. And frankly, by basically deflecting, calling people assholes for your own actions, says a lot about you. Oh my gosh.
Proof my ass, it's all photoshopped. It's been proven.
Oh, it's been
breaking point.
It's been photoshopped. Give me a fucking break. Oh shit. This is live after he was kicked from his church for being... Oh my god, no. Oh no. Oh no.
You're effing trolls who have nothing else better to do!
Even though he was trying to...
You gotta love that. You gotta love... sometimes you gotta love the freakouts. Whew.
To frame this as an attack from the trolls, Nova was frantically doing damage control behind the scenes, with messages...
Okay, they need proof of me arrested. A child for me to get, Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. They need proof of me... Okay. Effing a child for me to get arrested. I think just with you being with a child would probably get you in hot water, dude.
Is from Nova reading, they need proof of me being a child for me to get arrested, as well as, I need all the evidence I can get that proves I'm not a DM me with all the evidence you can. By September, the trolls are doing whatever they could to get more reactions out of Nova, from raiding his Discord server multiple times to fully doxing him. The trolls were relentless in their mission to frustrate Nova at every turn. The views and engagement on Nova's TikTok page were becoming less about his content and more about the drama that surrounded him. However, Nova didn't recognize this fact, as he continued to post food reviews and occasionally rant about the trolls. Whether Nova was aware of it or not, his need for online recognition and reluctance to address the skeletons in his closet was a recipe for disaster. Disaster that it was nowhere near ready to handle. By December 2022, tales of Nova's dark deeds had spread beyond TikTok and were now making the rounds on YouTube, with the
oh shit.
The user Underflow documenting every detail.
I found that Nova followed a multitude of underage children, boys and girls, and people who suck on binkies, people who are so fucking young, it's insane.
In addition, Underflow also covered Nova's involvement in an animation project dubbed Ohio the Anime, which was later revealed as a scam that collected money from aspiring voice actors who wanted to be part of the production. To distance himself from the situation, Nova gave his side of the story on the 14th of March 2023. With his upload titled, Why I Left Ohio the Anime.
About 2 to 4 weeks ago, I cut ties with Ohio the Anime. I tried to make an explanation about it, but TikTok took down the video without informing me.
According to Nova, he was brought on as a director early on in the project and wasn't made aware of the other shady practices that were going on. While the explanation seemed valid, it didn't stop the trolls from mass disliking the video. Around this time, members of the commentary community like Sensitive Society picked up on the story, broadcasting it to a much larger audience.
Wait, hold on. Was that who I thought it was? Oh gosh, what's her name? Oh, fuck, it's that person. I cannot remember her name right now. It's the girl that made fun of the cancer patient. I can't remember her name. The same one that got devoured by her, or basically denounced by her freaking dad on stream. Oh gosh, what was her name? I feel like I haven't done anything on that person for a while too. What is that person's name? I can't remember. Oh Lord. That was another obnoxious individual. Man, a blast from the past, that one. Wait. Okay, I can't see her thumbnail, but anyway.
Casting it to a much larger audience.
He's someone who shouldn't be online. Touch some grass, go outside, make some friends at church instead of getting kicked out.
Unbeknownst to both Sensitive and Nova, this video would start a rather strange back and forth between the two. On the 22nd of March 2023, Sensitive Society released his second video on Nova titled Nova Online Messaged Me. The first half of the video goes over Nova scamming a fellow creator on Cameo, after he failed to properly deliver a video request.
So just for fun, I actually requested a cameo
from
Nova, and I actually paid about $70, and what I got was quite disappointing.
She then shared the abysmal cameo that Nova provided her with.
Hey Catnip Chip, I saw you finally requested a cameo, but hey, I just wanted to shout out your TikTok. I'm not sure what the name is, but hey, big shout out to you, Catnip Chip.
Oh, that's insulting. I mean, normally the person's TikTok is on there, but oh my gosh, yeah, that's fucking, that's really pathetic.
And thank you for being a fan. And Novakast signing off.
The other half of the video was spent documenting Sensitive Society's attempt to get his own cameo out of Nova.
I spent $31 in this cameo. It wasn't $17, I paid for extra shit. And then I get this notification from Noah Gage. You don't think I fucking know you? No, I guess he's been a fan of the channel for a hot minute now.
Ultimately, Sensitive failed to get a video out of Nova.
Then a few minutes later he says, explain yourself. I said, I just want my cameo Nova. And this is the last message I got from him. You don't think I fucking know you? Bullshit. I'm not taking this request.
Their third and final interaction would come on the 12th of August 2023, when Sensitive gave an update on how Nova was spreading rumors about being pressed for an interview.
Okay.
This is Noah's account. Sensitive Society is peer pressuring me. This was August 1st at 8:59 his time. Then he says he wants to do an interview with me and clear the allegations out. Problem is, I'm always misunderstood, and the reason he keeps making videos on me is because he wants money. You're talking like I talk about you every single day.
In hindsight, Nova was being offered a legitimate opportunity to tell his side of the story and potentially get heat off his back, but he threw it all away for validation from the little fans he has left. In the end, Nova got the notoriety that he wanted, but it ended up being a lot more than what he bargained for. Instead of a legion of adoring fans, Nova got an army of trolls that were a product of his lack of self-awareness. Had Nova taken a break from the internet or probably addressed what he did, then maybe there would have been a slight chance for him to turn things around. Unfortunately, he chooses to label anyone who disagrees with him as a troll.
That's usually, I mean, let's be honest here, that's usually how it is for a lot of the problematic individuals that we've seen on the internet, where they, like, on full display on the internet, we see their behavior, we see what they're doing. A lot of people have issue with it. They bring their own thoughts and opinions about it, and instead of maybe acknowledging some of the criticism that these people are receiving, they double down, claiming that the people are trolls, they're haters, that they are harassing them, which is usually, normally not the case, especially in terms of the terms of service. But regardless of that, it's like, dude, you guys kind of put yourselves in this position by acting creepy.
Ironically, this only serves to boost the negativity around his platform, as almost all of his posts
Kinda
are
figured.
filled to the brim with people either making fun of him or calling him a PDF file. Similar to many aspiring creators, Nova wanted recognition, and one lucky TikTok video put him on the map, but it unknowingly exposed aspects of himself that he'd rather keep out of the public eye. Will Basut lost his entire audience in just 1 month? Click the video on screen to find out more.
Oops.
There have been dozens of cases where YouTube...
I will check that one up later. But for now... So, final thoughts about this. I guess all I can say is, another creep exposed, I guess. I mean, if you're gonna act a certain way, like, why the heck are you posting it online? I mean, seriously. Because like, the way I see it is, especially for those that are being creepy, it's like, you're gonna get caught. A lot of people know the stigma for creepy people on this freaking platform, or basically anywhere else. So, what is the point of trying to post online? What, that you got away with it? Like, I'm trying to understand. But it's even more even more damning when, you try to tell these people, like, hey, you have an issue, you are causing problems for the platforms, but they double down, claiming, no, you guys are haters, you guys are harassers, you guys are the ones that are the problem, and don't even acknowledge what they're doing is not okay. So, anyway. I think with that, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Truly appreciate it. If you guys have anything you would like to add to what I've said or commented on, leave me in the comments down below. Like, share, subscribe, all the fun stuff. If you guys want to follow our socials, it's all in the description down below, as well as checking our daily content and the weekly podcast. With that being said, this is Novakast signing off. Have a good one. Take care, and I'll see you guys next video.